Critical Role sets the record straight on their future. Pokémon is finally getting LEGO playsets according to a massive new leak, and 2 new TTRPG Kickstarters cruise past the $1 million mark.
Shut up and take my money!
Welcome to Tabletop News Tuesday on the Character Sheet, your home for fantasy and TTRPG news. Today we have some big Critical Role and Kickstarter stories to get into. But before we do, why not hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us keep these videos coming? And then, let's dive into the news.
Compelling and rich.
Critical Role sat down with Business Insider to answer some serious questions about the future of the actual play and their brand after hitting the 10-year anniversary mark. And the biggest question they had to answer was about fan speculation that the cast, who are now mainly all in their 40s, would be stepping down from the actual play at some point to focus on behind-the-scenes work. Travis Willingham responded that, quote, "We've had 10 amazing years, and it should be clear and known and declared that we're not going anywhere. We've got tons more to do," basically putting that entire notion to bed. Liam also chimed in that he'd already been working on character ideas for their next streaming project as well. They also addressed the possibility of leaving Exandria behind for a new world for future campaigns. And while they didn't rule that out, Travis mentioned that he still wanted to explore more of the Shattered Teeth Islands in Exandria, although to be fair that does seem like more of a miniseries to us than the basis for a new campaign. But Liam had a completely different idea, a massive Exandrian time skip where they returned to the world so far into the future it had become a sci-fi setting, saying, quote, "Someday in some manner, in some medium, I want to visit Exandria in a science fiction far future." We can't wait to see him play a troubled space explorer dealing with the death of his entire family in a warp core explosion that he thinks is his own fault sometime in the future. And finally, Critical Role said they plan to keep bringing new faces and new talent to their streams and their Beacon platform, with Marisha saying that, quote, "We're very dedicated to introducing these new faces to our audience, and that's not going to stop anytime soon." So if you like seeing all the new guest stars on Critical Role, or the new programming from the team at Midst, or Tales from the Stinky Dragon, stay tuned, as Critical Role plans to keep bringing you more and more for the foreseeable future.
I learned something, 2025.
A stunning leaked video from the official LEGO Mexico account appears to show that Pokémon is finally getting official LEGO figures and playsets after spending nearly the last decade locked into a deal with Mattel and their Mega Bloks brand. The video, which was quickly deleted by the LEGO Mexico account, who appear to have accidentally uploaded it a bit early, shows LEGO blocks coming together to form the iconic tale of Pikachu, the electric Pokémon who is the face of the massive monster battling brand. The post also included info stating that LEGO would have the rights to start producing these Pokémon sets in 2026, so we do still have to wait around a year to get our hands on them. And based on the huge lineup of other Nintendo franchises that LEGO has the rights to, like their Super Mario sets, we could be in for some truly massive and amazing new Pokémon LEGO playsets when 2026 finally rolls around.
I've been so lonely!
And finally, 2 new Kickstarters have joined Shadow Dark: The Western Reaches in the $1 million TTRPG Club for 2025. First up is the Magnus Archives RPG, Tangled in the Web. Based on the popular horror anthology podcast, this Kickstarter provides 3 new expansions for the Magnus Archive RPG from last year, along with a bunch of other cool cosmetics, props, and more to really crank up your immersion as you investigate these strange paranormal events that form the basis of your adventures. You get adventure modules, plus new options for both GMs and players with this new Kickstarter, created by Monte Cook Games, and it managed to just squeak past that $1 million mark in the final day, finishing with just over $1,015,000 pledged. The other TTRPG to just barely sneak past the $1 million mark this week was Fallen London, the role-playing game, who ended their campaign with $1,030,000 pledged. Based on the free-to-play online text adventure website that's been around for over 15 years, Fallen London is set in an alternate 1899, when the city of London has literally fallen into a vast cavern beneath the earth that has allowed devils and other horrors to take control of the city, which is ruled over by the traitor Empress Victoria and the mysterious Masters. On the plus side for humanity, death no longer seems to be permanent in Fallen London, which all ties into the unique game system created by Magpie Games for the setting itself. It also highlights the fact that, along with Shadow Dark: The Western Reaches and the Magnus Archives RPG, none of the 3 TTRPGs to break the $1 million mark in 2025 have been D&D compatible. It's just another sign that while D&D may be having luck partnering with established third-party creators for D&D Beyond, new creators and new games seem to be avoiding the system in the aftermath of D&D 2024, at least for now anyway. And that's all we have for Tabletop News Tuesday this week. Let us know what your favorite story was down in the comments, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.